my deal breakers were informed by my previous marriage. Marry what you like.
Yes.
I only like hair on the face and the head. I just say hi and we hug. You don't even give me fair.
Give me a break. Just give me, let me work it out.
I didn't know you were jealous.
Yeah, why do you hug another guy?
You're getting jealous and you...
Yeah.
What?
Why do you hug another guy and I'm there?
See, I hugged you also.
No, yes.
When you came in, I hugged you.
Hey, how are you?
I'm alright, Mambo.
Pretty.
We're back.
Yeah,
Hey, we're back.
Sure.
Yeah, I thank God for giving us this opportunity.
Yes.
To just come back and to share our story, the journey,
Yes.
what we've been through, what we have learned even during the early seasons of our dating and our meeting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked how we finished last time.
Yeah.
How you were talking about the thing that happened at the conference.
Yeah.
The whistle. The whistle that changed your mindset concerning me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you do with the other girl? But you had to go through some things before you decide.
Yes.
Because remember, here you still have biases.
Yes. I still have the biasness. But remember, even in prayer, I mean, why God allows one to have a period where he's flowing, they're flowing in prayer, God really has an agenda with someone. And I believe this was the agenda he had with me. And I believe the agenda was actually just to allow me, even in my biasness, to know that he has a plan. Yeah. He has a plan, and that he had to allow me to still have my biasness, but he'll work around the biasness, so that even when what was coming was against the biasness, but not to break my deal. Not to break my deal breaker. So I said about the deal breaker was number one was the intimacy, and another thing was also the biasness. Any lady who has children for me was a no.
Yeah.
So that was also a deal breaker. Yeah. But God, I was allowing me to be in prayer so that He mold that deal breaker, to mold that biasness.
Yeah.
And so that's when in prayer, He allowed me to see, that He has a thing. There's something He's leading me with that biasness, with the same biasness. God is awesome. Yeah. He uses the things that we have for our good. Yes. The biasness would look negative. Yeah. Anyone would ask, what have the children done? Did they have anything wrong? Why do you want to? If God has really chosen you and pathed you in that path of getting a spouse who has children, why do you want to take that away from the children? The children have no fault. So God allows me to continue with my biasness, but He'll work on it. So what does He do? What in my prayer God allows me to understand, there's something that came into my spirit, and this was a word told me that God told me that He is jealous of the womb that I will marry. And He didn't explain more further than that. So I was left thinking, jealous of the womb that I will marry. What is God saying? Yeah. Is it that I'll get children? So that He's jealous of the girl I'll get married to?
On that point, that you will get children, was when you're thinking about a spouse. We'll come back to what you're saying. Yes. Were you also thinking that you're going to have more children?
Yes. Let me allow myself to indulge in that. Yes, I was prepared. That in case I get another child, it would be okay. Yeah, I was prepared. I was not like one who says, if the child comes, I'll be devastated. It will not be in God's plan. It will be out of my plan. But I was open. I had an open mind. I had an open mind, and so I was wondering, is that what God is really saying? That I'll get another child with another lady who has not gotten married, has not gotten children. Is that what He's saying? And I was inclining on that. That was what I was inclining to. Somebody who's not married and has never had children. I was thinking, is it the children? Is it that I'm going to get? So He's jealous of that child. And that the woman that brings in that child. Now, until now, I meet you. I meet you and I meet Jay and Joy. Until I discover Joy is prophetic. Joy is prophetic. And even as I continue to interact with Jay, I also realized Jay can speak things prophetically. The particular day He gave me water and told me, this is a cup of judgment. And I was like, what is this girl doing? And so I was like, now I see what God is saying here.
Yeah.
He's particular, the womb, the fruit is what he's jealous of.
Yeah.
And then he's showing me, he's opening my love with these children. Yes. And you remember, and even as we'll talk about it, the children became so awesomely in love with me, and I became so awesomely in love with them.
Yeah.
They would want my company, I would want their company. Yeah. And so now, with that, this other girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember, now my business is been reshaped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been reshaped. So what do? I think the first time I introduce you to now my cousin. He comes from the US, and he comes and he wants me to drive him all the way up country so he can go meet his mom. Driving, he's a pastor actually. So as we're driving down, and we love each other's company. And I have to explain. I just explained that I have met a girl. Actually, two girls. I have two girls, but one of them, he asked me, "So what is your heart?" Then I'm like, "You see, this I describe you, and
what was the description? What was the description?
Yeah, I described it to him, and he could tell, and he was like, "Brian, you know what? We are men. Let me tell you the truth. I'm a married man, and I'll tell you the truth. There's no time you'll not be checking your wife out. Let me just tell you that there's no time you'll not be checking your wife out. And if you're sad, you've settled for something which is not what you want, that's what you'll be checking out for the rest of your life." Then I was like, what is this guy telling me?
Kwani, what did you tell him? Do you check me out now?
Yeah,
No, wait. Okay, so that's true.
Yeah. Like, very true, very true. It is the truth. It is the truth. Maybe I ask you to walk ahead of me. Yeah, I stare.
You stare.
I don't fear to stare. This is where my heart actually is too much inclined to, but I have a biasness about her. Yeah, so the biasness of the children. Still, I was not working around it yet completely. Yeah. So I'm describing you, and I'm saying she's hot. I mean, she's lovely. You like what you see. I like what I see. I love her character. I know, I learned about how you do go-karting, and you do a lot of things. You do a lot of adventure. And tell about him, he's also a pastor, even by calling and even by studying. So I thought he'll be more conservative. You get, he's been a born again pastor. I thought he'll be more conservative and keep me away from making a decision which to many would look like a decision on the opposite side. I
not
thought
not
a favorable one. Why? Because this is a girl who already has 3 children, and so anyone will tell you to scatter. Just you guys just walk away, and then somebody will tell you, "See, this other girl, and she's not even married and has no children.
More ideal.
Just go for this one." But my cousin was opposite. He just told me, "Bro, I'm married. I'm a married man." And you should see his wife, pretty girl. So he's like, you have a wife. I'm married, and I'm not like to you. I'm a man. And all through marriage, you'll be looking at your wife. Yes, you'll be looking. Your eyes will be on her. And he was candid. He told me, and he'll not lie to me. You'll look at that girl. You'll be admiring her. You have loved this girl. You've looked at her. And you've loved what you see. That should be a point for you. And I'm like, Fassi, I'm trying like this guy. What is Fassi telling me? And I'm holding my breath.
He's being a real man now.
Yeah. So he became a man to me. Actually, you're right. That was what he became, a man.
Even in marriage, like a man checks out.
Yes, the wife. Yes, and then it's a long contract. Yes, so the watching should never one day say like it's not something that you're trying to acquire with time. You're trying to acquire with time that you'll get to liking it one day. You should like from day one.
So I like that. So like marry what you like.
Yes.
So I like this one because like for me, everyone has their own preferences. Everyone has their own preferences.
Yeah.
So for me, there are certain things I don't like in a man. I don't like at all. There are very good men out there who... Should I say it?
Go on. I mean, go ahead. This is our podcast. It's ours.
It's ours. Yes, it's ours. Yeah. So my husband permits me to say this.
Yes.
So if you have a problem, I'm sorry.
Yes.
The head of this family says, go ahead.
Yes, move on.
So, I don't like hairy hands. I don't like hairy hands. I don't like hairy legs. I just feel like, I'm okay with the beard because I made sure you put on your beard so that when I feel your face like this, so when I feel your face, I feel like, So, I only like hair on the face and the head. So, like, for me, honestly, that was a deal breaker.
Deal breaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
What if I come and go for waxing?
But there's a time I told you to take the kids for swimming.
What if I had gone for waxing?
For waxing? I would have known. It would have been an issue for me. Yeah, it would have been an issue.
So you took me for swimming?
So that I can check your chest out, I wanted to see where your shirt... I wanted to make sure you don't have hair in your chest and your legs and your hands.
Okay.
I don't like. And so, marry something that you like.
Yes.
Like what you're saying, like a lady, you just, check out. Even for ladies, there are those things. If you don't like big ears, even if the guy is all that, everything checks. Those ears
it will
always they will come in between you guys.
Yes.
It will always be the thing that makes you not want to smile at him or smile at her. Yes. So that was, for me, that was one of the deal breakers. Like I needed to like your body. I want to be able to like you, that I will long for the cuddles. That when we are cuddling, I'm not like imagining how you need to go for a wax like in the next 2 weeks because you'll start poking me with all those hairs. I'm like, no.
Hey, come on, baby.
Really? That's just me.
Okay.
So it is good even when you are, writing your list.
So my prayer for more hair should cease.
Cease and desist. Cease and desist. I don't want. I will grow your beard. I'm good. But uko kwingine. Let us let it.
So I think not from there. We come back to Nairobi, and I'm like, I have just had something new. I mean, a man has spoken to me. And a man of God, for that matter. And a man who's even in the US, not even just here, married to one of the beautiful girls I know, my cousin. And so I was like, okay. I was quiet. I was brought back to earth. And then now,
I'm right here. Sorry to cut you short, but I'm just thinking, we are talking like this, and we've come from other marriages.
Oh yeah.
And we're still talking like this. And I'm thinking, like, every new relationship is going to be different. Like, there are things you will learn. My deal breakers were informed by my previous marriage.
All right.
Like, there are things I learned in my previous marriage that helped me even shape my mind concerning the man that I will say yes to. And I'm hearing you say all these things as though it is your first time to date.
Yeah, interesting, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm listening, I'm looking at you, I'm like, you've dated before and you are married, you know? And I'm thinking, you're speaking as though it is your first time.
It's a second chance.
It's a second chance. So you're beginning from scratch.
Yes, you don't miss a second chance. When God gives you a second chance, you don't do it right.
Be intentional concerning everything, every detail.
Yes. I missed it the first time. I'll not lie, I missed it the first time.
You missed it,
totally. Yeah, all the deal breakers I'm talking about, I missed them.
But me too. There's things I didn't like. Yeah.
And so this is a second chance.
Yeah.
And why not make the best out of it? Why not therefore whatever you thought you could have done better. Why not do it now? This is a second chance.
Yes.
We're
looking behind and thinking.
We have a reference point.
Yeah, we have a reference point.
Yes. And so with this, I could make a decision.
Yeah.
I knew I have to start it right, in the right foot.
Yeah.
And then God is being God, a good God.
Good
He allows people into your life who will actually cause the flow of the stream or the river to be on course.
Wow.
It doesn't lose course.
Yeah.
It keeps on course.
Yeah.
That was my cousin number one.
Yeah.
Then next week, I'm from church and I'm in children's ministry.
Yeah.
So my chairman, my chairman of the children's ministry, I drove him home. And my chairman, he's also in a blended family. And it had so much. It looked so alike with the dynamics of our family. He had there was an adult girl, adult child, and younger children. He had also a son.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a son, and the lady he got married to is now the mother to that elderly daughter. Similar dynamics.
Yeah.
And then this daughter had a child. So this lady who's getting married this is her
so it's like
grand.
He's marrying a lady who is already a grandpa.
Yes. So you see how it was.
Yeah.
And so I choose, even as I brought him, we got to his gate and I choose to introduce this topic. I told him, bro, I introduced you, and I introduced the other girl.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him all about who you are.
Yeah.
Then before he steps, he tells me, listen to this.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, because we're in the same church, I tell him about my vastness.
Yeah.
And I tell him about how I've worked with my pastor friend. Yeah. Our family pastor.
Yeah.
I tell him about how I've shared with my family pastor my biasness, my biases.
Yeah.
And how she's now working with me in that direction. And then I'm also talking to my pastor in the children ministry, and she's also telling me to just pray about it.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't tell her. My pastor, these are ladies. Only that the family pastor I was told her everything, but my children's ministry pastor just told her. I didn't tell her much. I just told her I'm dating.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for a spouse. So she tells me pray about it. So my chairman, I explained all situations to him, and he tells me, I'll not tell you. Then this is what he tells me, Brian, I'll not tell you to follow me. I'll not tell you to follow this other pastor, your family pastor. I'll not tell you even to follow your immediate pastor, the children's pastor. I want you to listen to God. But listen to this. And he talks good about why you. He tells me she's a mother. She knows she'll be the best person to know how to handle your son. And he keeps on going. And he tells me about your daughter. Our daughter now, the older daughter. That since she is in the spot of, she's in the age of getting dates and almost getting married. She's likely to find it easier to speak to me than sometimes she'll skip the mom and come directly to me. She'll skip you and come directly to me. This is what he's telling me. And it's just been used. I don't know. I'm just listening to him and not believing. I've just had my cousin and him. And he tells me you're safe with her. With the one with children, you're safer with her more than this other one. This other one has no clue on how to handle that one. Wow. So you know what I did? I left. I said thank you, and I left him, and I went rejoicing and praying about it. And when I got home, I went straight to your YouTube channel. Now I was together. Spy work. And I think with your YouTube, everyone should. It's open. You can go.
Aniru
Kenya. YouTube. You've recorded most of your recordings from when you were young.
Yes.
All kind of it's candid. You don't hide anything.
I've shared my stories.
Yes.
Life story to some extent, not everything.
Yes,
but there's what I'm open.
Yes, you're open to what you exposed. What you exposed to, especially even sexually and all that. And as I was listening, I was falling more in love. Oh. Yes, I was falling more in love. And I remember even my best friend came to my house, and I made sure he watches one of
my videos.
And this is a video which you had a black and white video.
Oh, there's a time I had a black and white video.
Yes, it was black and white.
Maybe I was sharing something sad.
And then he saw you with the next one with glasses. And he was so shocked. He couldn't believe there's such a beautiful girl. So I told him, yes, this is what I'm going for. So
all this time, are we talking?
No.
So you're just doing groundwork.
Yes. Then this one I decided now the open week of the school.
Open week at the Bible
school is now the next week.
Yeah.
And that's when I now communicate.
Yes. So for me, after the conference, when I went back to work, it was nice, having you, and you didn't even tell me about the whistle. I think you told me that later.
Yes, I had to work through it.
Yeah. So so I walked away from the city, and it was, this very busy place, but I would get free time. And during free time, I'm just studying my Bible, doing my TikToks, my YouTube videos, and all that. So for me, I knew that if there is anything, then it will take its course. But I wasn't the one who was going to call you back. And even after we went for the conference, I didn't even tell my sister that we've gone out for coffee, and we've now even been to a conference, But she would ask, have you talked? I'm like, I'm just waiting for him to call. So there was no... But I think I prayed. And the prayer was that I pray that you're not just coming as a distraction to something that God is about to bring into my life. So, and I did not want to spend emotions on you without knowing where this leads. So for me, I was very easy, and I was even okay if it ended at the conference. I was okay with that, because then that would mean that you are not the one for me. So I was allowing the Holy Spirit to do his work. And I was saying to myself, like, if there is still work to be done on me, that whatever time we are separate, we are apart, it is God working on me. So I was allowing that space. That's why you see I had never called you.
Yes.
I never called you, I never texted you, I never pursued anything. I was present. When you called, I answered. When you asked where are you, I told you where I was. And so I was open. So I was okay and open to the leading of the Holy Spirit. But this does not mean that this is the template for all relationships.
No.
All relationships are different.
Yes.
Maybe someone's relationship will work because the lady calls back. You made all the shots.
Yes.
You did. Yes. Until now, when the time came that we will come to talk about it, the decision, that conversation we had, and the decision was made that we are going to date exclusively.
Yeah.
From there on, now I also put in my
part now.
My part. Yes. Now it was
both sides.
It was both sides. Yeah. Yes, it was interactive. But before then, I wasn't putting anything into it. Yes. Was that making you feel like, what if it's like, the lady is not interested, or did you ever feel or question my not calling?
No. I think I'll be honest. Even for us guys, we love space. We love, give me a break. Just let me work it out.
Okay.
We love that, give me let me do my thing. You start calling and you start insisting, you're not, you know how it is. You're not calling me. Why not calling me? I'm not even, why not texting me? I mean, men, we love, allow me. If it's meant to be, allow me. Allow me to just work it out. And that was a beautiful place you allowed me to be in. That there's no pressure. Not that let me be honest. Your call, even if you had called me, you had a special place in my heart. I could have accepted that, the same calls. But I loved it how it unfolded. I loved it how it took the course it took. I didn't expect, and it really worked out good for me, so that I could work both you and the other guy. I could know where my heart is. Not being pulled by either side. So, but I remember, yes, it's true, I was really put in effort with the other girl. Yeah, it's me who was telling my brother, hey, I need you to introduce you to a girl I've met. No, let's go meet her. She's in her church right now, and we'd go for her. Yes, that was what I was doing. But with you, the beauty was every time the beauty was when we meet. It was intense. It was significant.
It would be intense.
It will be like you're in the moment. Nobody was. The attention was all there. We were engrossed in that, and I don't know even why I didn't tell the girl about the conference. You see, now it works. Yeah. So and so with you, it felt every time we would meet, at whatever point we'd meet, it would feel like it has been a continuous thing. You understood? You got that? That's what I'm saying, feeling.
It's like there had not been
a break. Yes, it felt like there was no break. It didn't feel like there was no communication.
It would feel like
it flow.
We were together yesterday.
Yes,
and it had been like a whole month.
That is how it was feeling. So I loved it in that direction. And then it was unfolding, even as it unfolded, without the pressure from whatever side. Your side, there was no pressure. And so I could become myself. There was no point I was going to change a situation to suit what you wanted. You see, so everything was going as myself. I was doing everything and just like who I am. And so after I've seen the YouTubes and all that, I'm sure this is what I'm looking for. I've spoken to my chairman and he's given, and I'm just enjoying, I'm just worshiping in the car. And I'm saying, wow, this is what God, you're leading me to. And so I remember a week later is when now the conference was here, September now.
The open week.
And then I remember this had been a month after we were together in the conference. But I'd said I'm keeping away this 1 week purely for that conference. But I didn't know it was your plan, because we were not talking about it anymore.
The open week, we keep calling it conference.
Now
we're done with the conference. Now it's the open week at the Bible school.
I remember it's you who sent me the flyer.
I sent you the flyer.
To know that there's a Bible school called this name. And so when he showed me that flyer, I said, okay, let me plan for this. And then I see how it's going to be. And I know from there I'll pick it up. So this day comes, and now I think it's one day to the conference,
to the
open week. And now I had misplaced on WhatsApp the flyer. So I write to you and tell you, please, would you resend you? I didn't even talk about going or anything. Just can you resend the flyer? He told me, okay, let me see if I can get it. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, but it's only that I misplaced it because of disappearing messages that you had put.
You put disappearing messages on me. And so for me, babe, I was thinking you put disappearing messages on me because you don't want to remember anything. I made these assumptions that this guy wants absolutely nothing to do with me. He does not even want to remember conversations we've had in the past. So he put disappearing messages.
WhatsApp, are you listening? WhatsApp, what's cutting? Why do you put disappearing messages? What is this disappearing messages?
That's one of the reasons why I did not even call you or text you, because I was like, if he was interested in chatting or talking to me again, he would not put disappearing messages on me.
And I didn't know that it was you want to manipulate it, to switch it off or give it some few days. I didn't know. So I'm just seeing nothing is in my chat box. Nothing is there, and I'm noticing. And I'm reading the disappearing messages. You what? I'm like, this girl just put for me disappearing messages. So I think you call, and then I'm like, yo, babe, this. This not babe, and this the open week is this week. I told her, in fact, I'm in Nairobi. Oh, you're in Nairobi yet? Yeah, I'm in Nairobi.
I had just come the day before.
And I'm like, are you coming then for the open week? And they're like, let me just find out and I'll tell you. I don't think you took 5 minutes. You called back and said you'd be there. So the next day we meet. I go to Bible school. Hey, day one. This guy is still biased. He's still having that achieve.
But remember, you. Sasa, we are at the Bible school. Day one, there are
it was only day one.
Yeah, day one. This time you're told to go out for a break.
Yeah.
So we go out for the break. And, we're just talking with people at the parking lot outside. And there's this guy. So I just say hi and we hug. I can't even remember him today if I saw him.
You galbana.
So I didn't know you were jealous.
Yeah, why do you hug another guy?
You're getting jealous and
what? Why do you hug another guy and I'm there?
See, I hugged you also.
No.
When you came in, I hugged you.
No. You should not show me that this guy. You remember even the last guy also told you. Remember that guy was the guy of the guy who makes some mandazis near a place. At that time you had the deadlocks.
Yeah.
At a Rasta girl. Who's this guy?
I'm feeling jealous. I did not tell me you want to be with me. You've not even said anything to me. You're here feeling jealous.
At a Rasta girl. This is girl choma in mandazi.
Some mandazi and Rasta girl. And you're feeling jealous. So I'm just hugging a random guy and you're jealous. The mandazi guy calls me Rasta girl. You're jealous. Why?
Yeah, because I felt I could. You were. I was attracted to you. Okay. So the first day in school, and then I think we just went through the first week, the first day of the week, and there were some lessons we learned. And it was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was a beautiful time. I mean, at the Bible school. Yeah. And then I remember now the evening came, and now after class I had to walk you to
the bus stop.
But I had left my car at the parking. I didn't even know I had a car.
I didn't know.
The first time we met, I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
And so this miracle, remember I said about a miracle at the conference? Yeah. This was part of the miracle. It was financial miracle.
Yeah.
And so I have a car that I parked it, and then I just walked you to the stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to use anything here to
influence. Spend on me. You're going to spend fuel on me, but you're here getting jealous.
And so I took you to the bus stop, and they make sure you take a bus. At least I made sure you take a bus. No man,
you didn't even give me fare.
There was no one.
Why were you getting jealous if you don't take care of me? You would have taken me home.
And then so I put in a bus and you go safely.
Yeah.
At least I know you're safe.
How did you know?
At least I know you're safe.
Did you know the driver who took me?
Forget about the driver. All right. So I came back. So as I was walking back to the road, to the compound, going back to get to my car, I meet. Now this is the number 3 person, very, very instrumental, in me and you.
Yeah.
And my decision now was sealed.
Yeah.
So I meet the dean.
When you come to the open week, at the reception or at the entrance, you fill a document.
Yes, you have to.
And they ask you how you got to know about the college.
Yeah.
And in that you feel that it was me.
Yes, I said it's Annie.
Yeah, and the dean and I, together with his church and some of our friends, had been on a mission together to Capedo, East Pokot. And so we were there for about a week. And so we had spent time together. You know how you're paired 2 by 2, you're ministering together, praying together, spending time cooking and eating and chatting and, walking. We had long walks. Yeah, very, very long. We would walk. There are places we went that we would walk for 4 hours.
Wow.
Like under scorching heat. The sun was, oh my gosh, it was, So during this time, of course, you will get to interact. I think we were about 10 or 11 people. So we had interacted a few times, and he got to know a little bit about me. Of course, he's married. So he would ask, how you get to know someone. Yeah, so Annie, how's life? How's ministry? Do you have a family? And so I got to share. Like, I don't hide about my children. I would never hid concerning my marital status. So I would say, yes, I'm married, but we are separated. We are no longer together. My husband moved on. So me, I'm just waiting to finalize on the divorce. So this is me. So he would see me in ministry. He would see me ministering to people. We would share, like in the evening, our thoughts and our experiences. You would be given an opportunity probably in the morning during our devotion and prayer time. They would randomly pick someone to just speak to the people and say a prayer. So he would see my ministry and we would interact. So so he has this knowledge concerning me when he is asking you about
So now I meet him at the gate.
Yeah.
I meet him at the gate. So I meet
when you're coming back from
escorting you to you taking a bus and me coming back. Now at the gate. I meet the dean, and the dean is relatively young.
Yeah,
he's not our ages.
No.
So I meet him and he stops me and he says, "Brian, how much do you want God?" So so I know this is a serious talk. Let me shape up. I'm like, yeah, well, I want him, and my heart, my heart for God. I mean, I there's some things for me. Nothing else matters apart from what God is and about Him and everything about Him. For me, I mean, he's everything to me. And where I know God, it has allowed me to know Him more. He has allowed it through many experiences in my life, through many small experiences and even big ones. And so for me and God, the matter is settled. I don't know of anything that can, there's nothing that can ever change my settling with God. For me and God, all things are settled. It's me and Him, and me pursuing Him, and even as He pursues me. And He's gotten me already, so it's pursuing me. It's me pursuing Him, and there's no other. There's nothing that can really. So this is me, my deal and God. It's settled. It's sealed. And so this is it. And so I tell him, bro, God, I want Him so badly. Then he asks me a second time, how much do you want God? I tell him, sir, it's everything for me. Then he asks me at that time, how much? Then he tells me, listen, before God gives you anything, He has to give you Himself first. So your hunger, He'll give you Himself first. Then he switches. All of a sudden, he's like, and how's Annie? So I'm wondering, okay, did you see me walk Annie to the stage? Where did this question come from? So I just told him, just taking her to the bus stop. I took her, took her bus home. She's fine. And then he turned and told me, listen, Annie is wise. I said, like, what? She's wise because she loves souls. The Bible says they that win souls are wise. She is wise. Now the brother has decided. Sasa this is a deal. That seals it. That's it now. Sasa what I do, I go home not to look at YouTubes. I'll watch and I watch and I watch. And that's when I call Sammy and he watches and I tell him this girl. Then I was watching, I wasn't breaking down. Then next day I said
you're breaking down as you're watching?
Almost breaking down, yes. I'm just broken, like I'm saying, I'm feeling you every part of that. I'm listening to your experiences to heaven. I'm listening to experiences when you're young and all the intimate, the sexual part. And I'm saying, what is this? I am so moved emotionally. I got a connection. And then I decided next day I'm going to ask you to be my girlfriend. That's what I decided. From there on, I don't think that's smart. So I said, hey, Mdada, we just take a lunch. So you guys just have lunch.
We will come back and talk about that lunch. The lunch that the man turned to a little boy. What happened to you?
There's no way this thing. What? There's no nothing to prepare you for this. There's nothing to prepare.
You suddenly changed.
I don't know myself like that. I don't know myself like that.
I mean, you are a different person.
Yeah, I didn't know myself like that. I mean, there's nothing else to prepare me.
So love can do this to you.
Yes, love,
Wow, okay. I think that's a good place to end today's podcast. I have loved how we both allowed space and what you said about guys wanting to be given space. Yes. And also how I just did not want to push you. I did not want to make you feel like I am imposing something because you had not made anything clear. And it's a surprise how, even with how you would feel jealous when someone hugs me or someone calls me a nice name. The nice names you're not calling me. Yeah, it's an indication that you like someone.
Yeah.
And I like how that was not the basis of your decision. Because, we human beings are, what is the word? We are made to relate to one another.
Yeah.
And just because you feel something for someone does not mean that is the person.
Okay.
Just because when you see someone, you feel, you feel nice, you feel peace, or when you see them with someone, you feel jealous. That's not an indication that is the one.
It's not.
Like there's something that I always love to go back to, and we will come back to when we're talking about love. How now, because you've introduced now, you now falling in love, and now we are seeing a different side of you. There's now love, this puppy love.
Yes.
That now happens when people have now decided to intentionally quote. There's that thing that happens that we need to pay attention to it and make sure that we understand we are not taking this to the next level because of how we are feeling. Because feelings that we're now in marriage, and we've been in marriage before, meaning that we loved those people before, and there are things we would feel for them, but it came to a time all those feelings had died. All those feelings die. You don't even care about much. You don't even check on them, where they are, what they're doing. All that reduces. But what is it that makes somebody decide that this is the one I want to love? This is the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. I do not think that we need to ignore this, because many people have gotten into marriages because of feelings.
True.
Because of what I feel when you call me.
When you see your text.
Yeah, when I see your text, because there's that feeling. Like there's how I miss you. There's how when I'm in bed, I'm just thinking about you. I'm thinking that I should be waking up next to you. All those things going through. Those are not the reasons why we get married. We don't get married because, and we're speaking from experience, because we've been there, we've been married before, and you are vulnerable enough to say that your first marriage, before your wife passed away, there was a separation. So, and we will come to talk about our separations. We'll talk about the reasons why you guys separated, why you had not reconciled by the time of her death. And my separation and the things that caused our separation, and finally the divorce, and why that could not be worked out. Because we were still Christians. We still had the Holy Ghost even during the previous marriages, but we still failed. We still had the Holy Ghost even during the previous marriages, but we still failed. We still got separated. What is the difference now? What changed? What guarantee do we have that this marriage is going to work? What guarantee do we have that this one is going to work? So let's come back and talk about it next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for always tuning in to the Rukenya's podcast. There is so much locked in for you, and we are praying for you and praying that God uses this podcast to help you also think soberly concerning relationships, concerning marriage, concerning parenting. All this we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about ministry.
Yes.
Couples in ministry. We are going to talk about that. And actually there is so much loaded for you there. So you stay tuned. Make sure to follow us on all our socials. So God bless you. We'll catch you again next time. Bye.
Bye.